Hey everybody. Hey, we did it. Rank 1. Yeah. So I wanted to celebrate with some of you guys and share some insights and that sort of thing. And we'll um start with some things that people have been asking me about. They want to know a little bit more about like how I set myself up this season and that sort of thing. And of course, guys, if you've got questions or something, please ask, okay? Oh god, that was me earlier today. Anyway, so I'm gonna start by sharing with you guys how I pop this picture up. Okay, this is something that I found on Reddit, and I don't have to stream, but whatever. The thing to look at when you're looking at the screen here is you want to think about what your current win rate is in ranked. This is your ranked win rate, not your random battles win rate, okay? And you follow that curve to the current number of battles that you're at. So, for example, I ranked out in 194 games, so just under that 200 battle mark. I ranked out with a 54% win rate. So you look up, and 54% is just past that light blue line. So at that point, we're talking there. That's better, you know. Probably about a 20%, 80% chance to have not ranked out yet, which means about a 20% chance to have ranked out. Now, when I was figuring this season, I was really nervous. I'm actually about to head on a plane in less than an hour, so I have to stop in about 30 minutes. So please, someone keep an eye on the time for me. But anyway, I looked at how many games I could play each day, and I was able to come up with about 380. Now, if you look at the 400 mark, somewhere around there, you'll notice that for most players that are above a 50% win rate, you have about a 50% chance to have ranked out by the time you get to 400 battles. Slightly higher chance, of course, the better your win rate goes. But even if you're a straight 50% player, you still have, well, what is that? A 30? I'm trying to do math in my head. 38% chance to have ranked out. That's a pretty strong chance, even at a 50% win rate. Now, we often talk about people that play 1,000 games and rank out. Well, if you take a look at the 1,000 battle mark, statistically, you still have a chance to have not ranked out. You could still, by 5%, not have ranked out. That's really unlucky, right? But you'll notice the players that are below 50%, you see how that curve just drops away. So at 1,000 battles, somebody who's at a 47.5% win rate, really, they only have a, what, 40 or 50, 55 chance to have ranked out, 55% chance to have ranked out. And then obviously if you've got a 45% win rate at 1,000 battles, 10%, a little bit above that, okay? So for the vast majority of players, you're looking, if you seriously want to rank out, yes, I did get it today, Gunstar. And hey, by the way, big thank you for that little pep talk you gave me earlier today, man. Honestly, I think that's what really did it, because I was having some games where I wasn't sure of myself, and seriously, your talk, your encouragement really helped. So, guys, encourage each other, seriously. But anyway, like I was saying, so for the vast majority of players, 400 battles, right? See that 400 mark? That's the magic number. If you're above 50% win rate, you're gonna rank out, okay? Even if you're at a 50% win rate, 500 battles. So you need to be thinking about, thank you, Predator. You gotta be thinking about, you know, is this worth your time? Now that's subjective. Everybody can decide if it's worth their time or not. And you know, God, I was starting to wonder if it really was worth my time or not myself. So, you know, it is what it is. Okay. Next graphic I want to share with you guys, and then I'm going to share with you probably my favorite replay of all, if I can find it. Oh, okay. Come here. This is the spreadsheet that I used to organize this season of Ranked, and we're going to zoom it up to here so you can get an idea of what I did. So the first thing that I did was I took a look at statistics-wise, where was I in terms of my win rate and my PR if you follow WoW stats or whatever. And so I'm looking at the ships here, and I've got a decent number of tier 10 ships, And then I highlighted ships that had great anti-air, because I'm thinking to myself, okay, if there's a ton of carriers, I got to be thinking and prepping for the possibility of running into aircraft. And yeah, Z-52 doesn't have great AA, but you know what? For all the other destroyers in its class, it's pretty good there. Gearing, I don't know. I'd rather take Grozova if I'm caring about anti-air, to be honest. But anyway, and then I looked at ranked battles the previous tier 10 seasons, and I saw I did quite well on a few different ships. And ultimately, I chose Grozavoy as being my main ship to rank out. Now, on the right side here of my spreadsheet, I can... The other stuff doesn't really matter. I wrote down the date, and I planned out every single day, and I wrote down a number of games that I could anticipate playing, factoring in things like, you know, work, and, you know, spending quality time and chores around the house and stuff like that. And cross out thoughts and change that to a sanity index, yeah. And so I just kind of I put them all out there, and you'll notice there that I had 380 battles max, and over here you can see I budgeted 380 battles, and it took me 194, but I was preparing myself to do this. Now, I've never done this before. Normally, I focus so much on winning. Every game has to be a win and blah, blah, blah. And I'll tell you what, up until I got to rank 2, this system was working perfectly for me. When I got to rank 2, yesterday, I just beat my head against the wall trying to rank out because I'm thinking I can do this and blah, blah, and I turned into the old Zath, and that became a real problem. I went away from the game. I thought to myself, I'm 16 battles in. I've gotten abso-freaking-lutely nowhere. I'm actually, I think, 1 or 2 stars down. And I said, to hell with it. I'm going to go back to the spreadsheet approach. And so I looked at it, said I just need to do 4 games tonight. I did my 4 games. I think I won 3, lost 1, so I ended up at the exact same space. I know that was you, Gunstar, because I saw you on stream several times. And so I said, you know what? I'm just going to go back to the spreadsheet approach. That's way too many battles of shit games to do. Well, I mean, you know, you take it or you leave it. You know what I mean? Like, no one's forcing you to do it, and no one's forcing me to do it, except for myself. And sometimes I feel like an idiot for doing it, and sometimes I feel like I've made an incredible accomplishment. So part of the reason I'm doing this celebration stream is because I want to share with you guys my method, and I don't know, maybe it'll help you. Who knows? But so I put down the number of games, and then I put down milestones. This is basically number of games plus what the previous day. So I can keep a running battle and get an idea of count and get an idea of where I should be. And you'll notice I played 17 on the first day of ranked, and then 16. And so I was actually ahead of my count. And even if I had a bad day, like for example, take a look at June 3rd, 33% win rate out of 15 games. That means I only won 5 games and I lost 10. And I was so, you know, like I was a little upset, as you can kind of tell. But at the same time, I went to bed and I said to myself, you know what? I played the 15 games I needed to play. And even though I had a bad day, I still got my games in. There's one day I didn't, and that's when I got to rank 5. I decided to take a break. But other days, hi Kitty, other days you can see I stuck to it. And then these over here, I just played around with where I was in the different ranks. And you can kind of see I didn't really gain too many stars. The 3rd day I gained 7, the 4th day I gained 6, and then whatever day that was, the 6th day I gained another 6, and then 5 to get to 3.4, and then 5 today. I got very lucky. I got a 4 win streak. Boom, I'm out. But you can kind of get an idea here. I think a lot of players, and I did this myself originally, I think a lot of players expect that they'll be able to rank out. They see other players ranking out in like 100 games or something like that, and they just breeze on by. And you can do that, okay? I think that had I done that this season, I probably would have ranked out quicker with fewer games. But I don't think I would have been as relaxed and... So, yeah, it's a different analysis, absolutely right. So I'm looking at this, again, going back to the chart, I'm looking at this as, I need to get to that 400 battle mark, okay? If I can't rank out in 400 games, then screw it, you know? But I'm thinking to myself, I need to get there. And I could care less if you're the kind of player that gets to 380 games and ranks out in 380. It doesn't matter. To me, it matters that you rank out, okay? So that's, you're 1,000 battles in, you rank up, congratulations, you did it. Okay, you have a lot more perseverance than players that, you know, don't. So yeah, Predator, give it a, you know, I don't know about you, but yeah, I hate losing too. And this, like, seriously, this helped me so much. So that's why I want to share this with you guys. Start looking at it as a statistics thing. Look at it like this, okay? This post, you search Reddit World of Warships ranked math. Okay, this is from season 10. Season 10 because it's 7v7. Season 11, the last season, was 6 versus 6. So you had a 1 out of 6 chance of saving a star versus a 1 out of 7. So you actually got a better chance of ranking out in fewer games last season than this season. Okay. So with that, hello, I'm listening. Do you guys have any questions? Anything burning questions you want to have me answer for you? Please ask in chat. While you're doing that, I'm gonna find a replay, probably the most entertaining replay I've had all season. I'm gonna see if I can find it. I could have sworn I set it aside someplace. So the question is, you know, where the hell is it? So I'm gonna need a minute or two to locate that. And normally I would get in here and I'd have this all ready for you guys. Again, I'm sorry, but I just did not have the time to do it. Hey, Alice. Let's see if you stop the DDs rank out fast. Well, you know, I did an analysis yesterday. 38 people ranked out, and most of the people that ranked out did so in Battleship. I think there were like 2 or 3 players that used Destroyer to rank out, and the vast majority did it. Vast majority did it differently. Okay, I think it's this week. Am I the first person from Kraken to rank out? I don't know, maybe. I don't think a lot of the guys are really playing ranked this season, so I very well might be. I don't know. A lot of seem to be slow boating this season. Yeah, like you, Edge Case. See if this is the one. I'll know it as soon as I see it, as soon as it gets in. Any other questions, please ask. And while we're watching the replay, if you've got questions, ask, okay? Like I said, I've only got about 20 minutes left now. A lot of burnout, 3/4 of you dead or playing War Thunder. Yeah, you know, that happens. And I'll tell you, I've been giving Wargaming my feedback. They've been incredibly receptive to that feedback. And I'm really excited to formally announce here on the channel that in just a few weeks, I get to be one of the lucky community contributors that's going to St. Petersburg to Leicester Studios to hang out with Sub Octavian, Filigula, and a whole bunch of the other crew, as well as a bunch of EU, Russian, Asian, and North American community contributors. And you better believe ranked is something I'm going to bring up. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, Tedster's playing, Griefer's playing, Edgecase is playing, but I know Edge doesn't have as much time. So I know Ted and Griefer are the main 2 that are working really hard to rank out right now, but I know both are getting a little frustrated. They both got to rank 5, and then they've made what I think is a mistake, and I used to make this mistake too. They took a break, and once they hit rank 5, they took a week off. This season is so short, it's like 4 freaking weeks. You can't afford to take a break if you want to get the games in. Acquire an awesome hat. Okay, I will try. What is going on with this replay? Let me try this again, guys. Sorry. So, other questions you guys have? While you're thinking about questions, I'll give you some tips that worked for me this season. One, as you saw, I took a budget there of games, and I focused on positives, like I got my games in for the day. The other suggestion for you would be to think about, you know, when you're playing, try not to do like massive long battle sessions like 18, 20 games straight. I prefer to do like 5 games. Sometimes I did 10, but I found 5 games was a good amount, and then just walk away for a bit, take a break, come back, that sort of thing. Another thing that I like to do was I got on Twitch and I looked up other people that were playing ranked, and as oh, I should probably set up my raffle. As I was watching them play, I was focusing mostly on when they dropped, and I would watch the queue and I'd see what the queue looked like, and then I had a good preview what to expect. Especially if there's like a lot of carriers in the queue, I would see that was the case, and you know, I'd wait for them to drop and then I'd get in. So, come on, why is the game not working? Okay, I'm gonna try one or two more things here to get this game to work. I don't know why the replays aren't working. Some other people were commenting that replays weren't working properly, and I almost wonder if something happened. I'm gonna dump my mods full. See if that can work. I'm also gonna drag this onto C. Now, if this doesn't work, I do have a clean version of the game. I think it's updated to the current patch. I'll double check. I can try that as well. Very important knowing who's in queue and when the heck to get out of it. Abso-freaking-lutely, yes. And like I've said so many times before, I always have my finger over the escape key. So as soon as I get in, as soon as I see that queue, if there's a couple of carriers in the queue, I'm backing out immediately. Because I just don't want to risk it. This is getting kind of frightening. What the heck is going on? Let me try. Doing a replay that I had set up. Replay theater files and see if one of them works. Try that out. Oh, if it doesn't work, I'm sorry, guys. I tried. Don't forget to get in the raffle. Okay, so this game works. Why will my game not? Okay, by copying it to a different folder. I literally played this 2 days ago. I mean, hey, thanks, Gunstar. Good luck, by the way. Yeah, absolutely. Yes! Yes, this is the replay! So for some odd reason, launching it out of the same game folder doesn't work. But launching it out of this folder does. I don't know why, but it does. That's really strange. Now, I am going to test real quick by deleting the mod folder and then putting my older mods, activated again. Go back in. Ranked pause, continue suffering. No! No, no, no. I am done suffering for now. So good. Okay, while that's loading, let's do a drawing. Alright, Purple Dawn, you win. Let me know if you want a 2 premium Soviet containers or 1 community contributor container. Just message me or something like that. Okay, so this is my game, and as you can see, I've got the only battleship versus a Kerr first. There are 4 destroyers on each side, LOL, and we have a Worcester to their Minotaur, who was Smoke if I remember right, and then a Hindenburg versus Stalingrad. So 1 radar each. You guys are in for some entertainment. Zath's ranked rehab theater, absolutely. Community contributor container coming right up, Purple. And like I said, I do have to leave at basically we'll finish this replay, have some parting thoughts, and then we'll be done, okay? Alright, so standard thing you do on Greece is your battleship. If you're an odd number, you always have the majority going for A cap and the minority going to hold B. I'm the only battleship, therefore I'm going to A cap. Now, I'm surprised that the Worcester didn't help at B. You can see how I said in chat, one cruiser, 2 destroyers to each cap. And just said, hey, you know, let's be smart about this and stuff. They've got 1, maybe 2 radars. Just thinking about things that they should be keeping in mind. Now, for whatever reason, their Stalingrad went way too far out. He was going more for a kitey, long game kind of a strategy. But the thing is, with all these destroyers, you have to get in and you have to get them out fast. So, unfortunately for that player, they're taking their radar completely out of the area. So as soon as I saw that happening, I'm thinking, okay, our destroyers over at B are safe, at B are safe. We're good. There's the Kurfürst, going the opposite side, daring spotting. Getting free stuff does take. Aha, aha, aha. Now, I'm gonna warn you guys right now, I'm a really bad shot. And that was actually one of my few really good salvos I had. I don't know. Zath has the power. Okay. So, obviously the Minotaur is really important to kill. Especially if he's radar. That's a big problem, where he's at. The Daring's almost dead. But I also want to get that Kurfürst to back off, because the Kurfürst obviously has the secondaries, it's got the Hydro, and stuff like that. So I'm looking at this, and I'm also looking at that Stalingrad, and he's finally choosing to get in. So I'm just looking at this like, alright, we have to win this flank hard, and then be able to focus the Stalingrad afterward.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Notice the teamwork that's going on here at A, the destroyers setting themselves up to deny A cap, but also deny movement for that Daring. Meanwhile, we've got no cap, no help, no cap, have fun. Pew-pewing in from the side. Boom. Worcester with the radar. This is what you love to see, right? Is the team working together. Now, we haven't seen the Shima in a little bit.
All stations requesting fire on the designated
And we
target.
lose a Daring over at B. Okay.
Torpedoes to starboard.
We're still even on ships. Shima torps coming through the channel, to be
Torpedoes to
expected.
starboard.
A lot of battleship players like to go all the way down the 1-2 line, sometimes the 3 line. In this game, I wanted to be up close. I wanted to project my power and essentially make things very uncomfortable for this Minotaur. That was the most important part for me.
All stations requesting fire on the
Shimakaze, I think he's just unsure what to do, so he's trying to make a play. And, well, you can see what's going to happen here. Chase that dude down indeed. Now, at this point, I'm trying to figure out, like, obviously he's important, and I don't want to show broadside to that Kurfürst, but at the same time, either kill GK or Minnow. Minnow Hydros. Okay, so I know that Minnow has used Hydro now because no help, no cap, no fun has let me know that. He's got his Hydro on, it's 3 kilometer, but I'm asking him to use it anyway just in case it gives me an edge on spotting torpedoes. Really hot boy, how's it going? Rosevoy takes out the Shima, and that's huge. That means that this flank is secured. It means there's no reason for me to go over here now. I can focus on the Kurfürst. I can keep an eye on the Stalingrad. Okay, but I can focus on the Kurfürst, and I can look for the Minotaur. There's the Minotaur. He is choosing to run. Now I'm slowing down here, and I'm slowing down because, well, Minotaur likes to torp around corners. So I'm slowing down, and I'm healing, and I'm doing super extreme late braking. There's an Ultra in there somewhere. But the Kurfürst, I could care less about at this point. At this point, it's just, you know.
The ship is on fire.
Beep, 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 beep. Lion wrecked just got wrecked. What are your thoughts on Greece in addition to the rotation this season? You know, Greece is tough because it's a smaller map, because everybody's going at an angle. Then you add to the fact that you've got carriers, and you get a lot of players Ooh, and we saw this edge with King of the Sea when carriers were added. A lot of players early on were just getting wrecked, completely blapped, because they got spotted before they got into positions, especially cruiser players. And that's what happens on Greece, especially with carriers. That's right, NoCB Game. You better believe I did everything I could to ensure I didn't. I just dodged, just like I was suggested. Matter of fact, at one point, Sav Hero said, Zath taking an A cruiser. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna dodge this. You let me know when you get in. Have fun. And there goes Mr. Lion wrecked. Now, I'm expecting torpedoes, so I don't turn too much just yet. And, oh well. That's okay, guys. I'm okay. And then, oh my god, no! There's a gearing right frickin' there, and I'm just thinking to myself, I'm dead. This is it. And part of me wanted to panic and go full speed and try to dodge torps that I know are coming, but I thought, no, maybe I can back up. I even said to my team, I'm probably getting gearing torped. If you look here, this little outcrop is protecting me from that spot right now. So if he torps, he's got to back out of his smoke in order to torp me. And here comes the torps. Here comes the heal. Oh, that beautiful flare. You know what that means. Fun's happening. LOL, gearing torps mean nothing. Gearing is desperately trying to get me down, and I'm saying no. Here's a fun trick, by the way. Here's a fun trick, okay? If you've got a heal, do not use it. If you're close to this guy's ability popping, wait until his ability pops, then hit the heal. You get double heal going on. You have a far better chance of surviving enough to get your heals up. Now you see, I stayed dark on purpose here. I wanted to wait for a second and make sure my heal is available, delay the spotting. If I get set on fire again, I can DCP it. If I get set fire again after that, well, then my next heal is getting closer. So that's kind of what I was thinking, was I need to be tanking. Notice my tanking now is at 2.2 million. And Daring takes out the Daring, so at this point, we're winning 5-1, and we know where the last destroyer is. He's in his smoke. And, oh, by the way, we know what the crew first is, too. So this is where the fun comes in. This is where the fun comes in. And, I'm gonna...
All stations.
we're coming... I'm gonna get close, so I might not be able to do the screenshot. That's okay. Daring takes out Gearing, dies for it, but that's okay. So then I ask, should we let the crew first save a star? Some people say no, some people say yes. I'm like, okay, fine, well, let's just shoot him then. But of course, they're no fun, right? But then the girl's advice says, let's ram him, so... Okay. I mean... Come on, there's like... nothing left. Mr. Lolly Lover is done. And he's got secondary boosters. I'm asking him to turn the secondaries off as he kills my anti-air, but whatever.
Our victory is in sight.
And I'm just holding him in place, you know? I'm gonna hold him in check. I'm gonna make sure that
The ship is on fire.
he doesn't go and kill the Wooster at the same time or something like that. And if I absolutely have to, I will ram this guy to make sure that we win.
Problem solved,
Because,
sir.
you know. Anyway.
The ship is on fire.
This game is the first game that got me to rank 2, and I was just laughing so hard. Look at the screen. Look at the mini-map. Here it comes. And of course, you know me, I had to take screenshots of it. I did just that. This is Sparta. Look at him. Boink! So Kerfers gets a diehard out of it. And you know what? Let's give him a double strike.
Enemy battleship sunk.
Oh my god. That has to be the most fun game of ranked I have ever had. Just the craziness in there. Oh, fun story, and I do have it. It's gonna take me a second. For those of you guys that said, "Oh, Zath, that's terrible. You are encouraging bad behavior, bad play, bad sportsmanship, etc., etc., etc." Give me a second. Let me find the screenshot. It's gonna take me a minute here. I took a 778. Where are you? Got the number. Now I just have to find it. I take a lot of screenshots. Pause. It's worth it. There it is. Okay. Pop it into. Boink. Those are the end results. That's right. The Kerfer saved a star, but so did the Minotaur. So, 2 players saved their star. So, if you want to tell me I'm doing something terrible, okay. But I mean, you know, in this instance, I didn't prevent the Minotaur from saving. I actually helped by keeping 2 stars in the system instead of removing 1. So, with that, guys, any final questions, please ask. And I'm going to do my drawing here. Really hot boy, you win. Let me know what you want, as always. But otherwise, I have to go and get ready to get on a plane. So, really hot boy, you there, sir? Let me know what you want. Isn't that just crazy? Thanks, my fagro. Really hot boy, what do you want? Community contributor container or 2 times premium Soviets? Let me know. I dropped the HUD at one point because you know me, photographer. So there you go, without the HUD on there, and I think that might very well be the screenshot I use for this ZATHERAPY session, or I'll do the rank 1 screenshot. What do you guys think? Should I use that one or do the rank 1? Make the key choice. In the meantime, really hot boy, I need to know what you want. And other than that, guys, if ranked gets you frustrated, like I said, go back to that chart. Look at that chart. You can rank out. You just have to play enough games, assuming you're above 50% win rate. If you're below 50% win rate, you still can. You just have to play a whole lot more. And you know, for those of you guys that don't have a tier 10 ship and you're stuck playing rentals, who cares? Play the frickin' rentals. I had a game this morning, 2 rentals on my team, 0 on their team. 5-2 bracket, guys. 5-2 bracket. We had a rental Hindenburg and a rental Montana. That rental Montana almost got himself killed at sea. I say almost on Sea of Fortune. He survived, pulled himself back, and we won the game handily. Partly because of that. Pretty awesome stuff. And the other thing I would recommend, if you want to get into rentals, Conqueror is by far the best rental to get into, because who cares about the concealment and who cares about the dispersion? Stay away from the destroyers. You want to do rentals. Cruiser-wise, you could do rental Hindenburg, but otherwise you're probably going to be a deficit to your team. So, just some thoughts on that. What do you guys think? You want this for the screenshot, or do you guys want you know, the rank 1 logo? Like I can do that instead. Because this time I actually thought to myself and remembered to take a screenshot of that exact screen, because usually I forget to do it. I don't know. Hey, Courageous Curry, we're just about done. This is a last-minute emergency stream kind of a deal. Really hot boy, I still don't know what you want. Ranked 1 for sure. Okay, I'll do this one then. Guys, a big thanks for hanging out on the stream with me. This was very last minute. I hope that I gave you guys some things to think about. I hope that I'm giving you a shot in the arm. There's still time left to the season of ranked, but you really can't afford to sit on the sidelines much longer. If you're below rank 5, you absolutely cannot afford to do it if you want to rank out. Get playing now. Set up a spreadsheet, get as many games in as you can. You know, keep your sanity, do whatever it takes to get you up to that point. If you're rank 5 right now, well, don't rest on your laurels either, because, boy, I hit rank 5 in 82 games. Now, normally that is the halfway point for me. So when I hit rank 2, I say, okay, my season is 50% done. Okay, I'm either at halfway done or a third the way done, which means halfway, so times 2, that's 184 games. I ranked out in 194. I was off by 10. Okay? See what I mean? So once you get to rank 5, look at that and think, okay, I need at least twice as many games as I've played now. Statistically, it's always a possibility that you'll get below that, but, you know, Hotboy, tell me, what do you want? Community contributor container or 2 premium silver containers? Let me know, hurry. But anyway, so that's really important to be thinking about, is, you know, get there, times 2, that's how many battles it's going to take at the least to rank out. Prepare yourself for times 3. You'll take a community contributor. Well, Hotboy won, not you. Hey, Cowboy. Welcome to the raffle. It's closed now. Okay, guys. I legit have to go. So, I'm going to ask for you guys to hang out for a sec, and let's find somebody to raid, and then we're done. Raid, and then... Oh. I'm going to raid... You know what? We're going to raid General Dort. We're gonna raid General Dort, and we're gonna raid General Dort because it's been so fun watching him play. There we go. It's been so fun watching him play and that sort of thing. So, all right, Hotboy, I'll get you community contributor after this. As always, guys, when you get in, please do the Zath wave. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Appreciate everybody's support. Best of luck to you in your seasons of ranked, and well, get out of here and go play. Bye now.